Hey. Ooh, is this better? It's a... Not really, no. I will not equip it. Okay. Alright. Next little side quest. Actually, we have one skill point available. Let me, use my skill tree cheat sheet. Let's see what we got. Excuse me. The next one should be Sharper Edge. Where's it going to be, though? I don't know where that is. Ready, shots. Sharper Edge. There it is. Got it. On this cheat sheet, there's only 2 more skill points listed. I wonder if I won't be able to get any more than that. That'll be a bummer. What do I have to live for, then? All right. Going to the map. All right, going to the lighthouse. Oh, we got a new letter. A new missive. We went out to a fancy steakhouse for dinner and had too many leftovers. We're eating them now. It's a full meal. Ooh, very nice, Clint. I love that. Rook, I need more answers on everything that's happened. Emmerich has offered to use his methods. Should something go wrong, I will end it. You have my word. If you wish to bear witness, we will be in Emmerich's quarters. Lucanis. There's a lot of exclamation marks. I'm kind of here for it. Another scroll. Rook, we heard the wonderful news coming out of Arlathan. You're doing, we're told. The Venatori are still reeling from their failure, and Dorian's caught wind of some of the most recent plans. Drop by the shop when you can. Mayveris. Alrighty. Return to Docktown via the crossroads. Alrighty, let's go then. Let's do it. Return to Docktown, which is in Minrathous. We don't have... Is that in Tevinter? That was the Anderfelds. I'm going to call that Tevinter. We'll call it Tevinter. I have a whole steak left over. The smallest size they have is 14 ounces. I have half of it left. That's amazing. All right, we're taking Balara with us. And who's going to be our partner? First answer is who we're taking. Davrin, Emmerich, Harding, Lucanis, Nev, Tosh. Sounds really good, Clint. Oh, Balara is always first choice. Yeah, Balara's already... She's going to be on there already. Sarah had a bag of beef jerky. Now she has a bellyache. Oh, no, Sarah. Are you going to take a nap? Taking Davrin. Sarah loves that beef jerky we've been getting. I'm not a fan of beef jerky, but, man, Sarah is digging it.
Thanks for the tip-off. Got people clear before trouble hit.
Who are you?
It's on me.
On you.
Oh, yeah.
On you. It's very good. It's our anniversary. Oh, nice! Happy anniversary! What the heck? My mom surprised us by calling the restaurant ahead of time and paying for our bill as a surprise. We finished the meal and the waitress told us it was taken care of. Which is great because I think we spent $200. That is so cool. Happy anniversary, you guys. Aw, you couple of lovebirds.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
Magister Pavis, it's good to see you again.
At least someone appreciates my presence.
You're our eyes in the Magisterium. If someone spots you here,
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Arlethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Preparing for something big? I don't like the sound of that. We barely got out of Weishaupt alive, and we needed Solus's help in Arlethan.
And that's why we need to know what the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now.
Let's all go to the Swan. Let's all go to the
We need
Swan.
to figure out the gods' big plan. Dorian thinks Knight Commander Lenos is part of it, so let's track him down first.
Friends get the best prices.
Hey,
That's my
thanks.
guarantee.
Am I a friend? Oh, all your good stuff is locked up. Okay, never mind. I'll try to upgrade you in a little bit.
See you again.
Bye. Let's see. Can we fast travel there? There's an exclamation mark, but we're already on another quest. One sec. We'll do that later. Trust me. Trust. Okay, there we go.
That made Varus has some steel.
That made Clint, how many years are you guys celebrating? Does the Cobbled Swan have a sign outside that says... Oh, there it is. The Cobbled Swan. That's pretty cool. 8 years today. That is so awesome. Congratulations. Doggone. I love that. Wait, this looks like a different mission.
There's Dorian.
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos' plan.
You're cleaning the house today to celebrate. It is funny how many people have been doing some big cleaning this weekend. A news scroll. All right. What do we have here? Minrathous targets. A map of the streets near the waterworks and an ominous caption. Blight and Darkspawn released. The city yields to the Horde.
Half-eaten stale bread, a water flask, muddy socks. And this map. Minrathous targets? That doesn't sound good.
We want to play a board game later, but need to clean the dining room enough to have room, so we may as well clean everything else too. There you go. And you'll be glad you did when it's all done.
Mostly gone, warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while.
Do you know what you guys are going to play?
A bedroll? It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain?
Yes. Oh, for me.
This all sounds like trouble. Dorian will want to know.
What are you poking about in Bear
The
for?
others are bartenders.
I'm seeing what they have for sale.
The mixologist.
Don't bother me.
I don't serve drinks. I build libations. Let me know.
A new game we got called Let's Go to Japan. It's like a plan your travel itinerary game thing. That's hilarious. Is it an actual game, or is it a way to actually prepare you and trick you into preparing by playing a game? You know, kind of like how Duolingo is kind of like, you know, you've got, it kind of gamifies it. And oh, it is a game. Okay. That's funny.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Good talk. Oh. Oh, we went there immediately, huh? We sure did. I'll take this.
Here they come.
They weaken.
Finish them now.
This guy's all spinny. Oh, bye.
You got it.
It was pretty chill for the most part. Sarah had a special, like an hour and a half class on Saturday. So I streamed a little bit yesterday while Sarah did her laundry. Played some, oh yeah, you were here. Played some Overwatch, had a good time. But nothing too super crazy. We played a lot of Far Cry 6.
Finish them off.
Time to finish this roll.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Hey, nice hop. Ow. Did I get anything better? Nope. We saw on Facebook, my niece posted a picture of her at her college graduation. And Dad was there. And my brother's, his wife's family, they were all there. And we were not told about it. So we didn't have to buy a graduation present. And we didn't have to go to a graduation. So that part was fine. Like, that part was fine. But I definitely left a comment of, oh, wow, congratulations. We had no idea that was happening. She's like, oh, I thought my dad told you. I was like, nope. And neither did you.
Careful ahead.
Go, go, go.
Graduation tickets are limited sometimes. I mean, yes, that is very true. His wife's family is huge. Like, as far as like how many of them there are, and they were all in attendance. Again, not that I matter because we didn't have to sit through a graduation, but still, it was just yeah. Johnny, how are you? Out in the boonies have terrible reception. A worse sword. So yeah, in the long run, we weren't too upset about it just because, again, we didn't have to go to a graduation, we didn't have to attend a graduation, and we didn't have to get a graduation present. Like, hey. You don't want to tell us about it. That's fine with me. A band of smoke. Yeah, it's about the same. I'm not going to bother with it. Johnny's out in the boonies. What are the boonies considered in? Where are you? That's considered the boonies. Are you in? Johnny lives in a pretty big metropolitan area.
Something tore through these gates.
What are the boonies there?
I bet this dark spawn was what tore through the gates.
Oof.
Take him down.
Oh, I did. Be right there. Oh, what's back here? Oh. Oh, you're coming to me? That's nice of you. Thank you. Poolsville, Maryland. Wow. Yeah, I never heard of that. It must be out in the boonies somewhere. Stop Lenos.
More blight in the way.
There's always more blight.
Oh. You're right. For now. Hey! A blight zit has popped. That's a thing on bingo now.
That did it. We can get through.
There's so many of them.
Let's get him, Davrin. Good job.
Crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
I wonder if this connects to the deep road somewhere.
Just want to make sure in our rush to fight that we didn't rush past anything to collect. Because this game loves putting little collectibles everywhere. And I am here for it. Look at this.
We need to find the other boil. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing.
I think this weekend the guy that played Mike in Mike and Molly, a show I'd never seen, was at the Fort Wayne Comedy Club. That dude lost a ton of weight. But it looks like he's still wearing the same clothes he used to. Like in all of the promotional stuff. Like everything is just way too big for him. Nice, nice.
Shadow.
Oh, hello.
How did you find this place? Venator, to me! You think you've won? Do you think
Yeah, kinda.
the Venatori? All the risen gods?
We're certainly gonna try.
The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city. Bring these dissidents to justice. That's an order.
Order! Order! Your shield wasn't up. How was that blocked, sir? Yeah, beat the crap out of him. I like that sound effect when it breaks. That's kind of cool.
Hitting up for range.
I'm not going down there. I don't want to have to crawl back up. Thank you.
That's one less corrupt supply in Minerathis.
That's so lazy.
Let's look around. See what we find.
Look at this huge fox.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
Sean Capri, what's going on, man? How are you, bud? Good to see you, friend. I hope you are well. You got it. You got it, man. You're the first one here today. What is this amulet? I don't know what any of that means. Your Oilers are beating Chris's Dallas Stars, and life is good.
Face
Nice.
it, Jafar. You're still just second best.
Ah, Chuck is here second. I'm rooting for your Oilers. Don't tell Chris. Lenos. Preparations for the Risen God's ritual demand more soldiers. Sow chaos within the city. Make the people desperate. Tell them the Venatori and the gods will deliver them. Do not disappoint.
The Risen God's ritual.
Chuck is also back into Oilers. Look at that. I like it. We're all with Sean Capri on this one. Toot toot, Oilers machine. The Magisterium is ours. The Templars are ours. The palace can no longer hide that Archon Radonis is dead. The city's spirit will soon break, and the Venatori shall rise.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter.
Sarah and I watched the first episode of Conan O'Brien Must Go in Spain, and man, it's... Not only is it a great episode, it made me really like Javier Bardem. A scroll. Pure ore. A chipped mug. Oh, it's so good, Sean. So good. And I was listening to... They've been doing episodes of his podcast, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and talking about, like, each of the episodes. And they were saying that when they met up with Javier Bardem, it was, like, really early in the morning. And they were like, this guy's a big actor. We got to really respect his time. And he was like, I will be here however long you want me. I'll be here all day. I don't even care. And it sounded like he's just a really cool guy. It made me really happy. Ancient elves drew from the magic of the celestial fears and wove their greatest enchantments beneath a darkened sun. A full eclipse approaches, which is an auspicious portent for our risen gods.
These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
Performing a magic ritual under an eclipse would make it powerful. That's what they're planning.
All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Where's Sword?
We should tell the Shadow Dragons what we found.
I'm gonna talk to Balara. Come back here, please. Oh, it wasn't even a conversation. It was just a zipping us back to where we were. All right. Let's go talk to Mayvaris. Hello.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You, on the throne, Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Sounds like someone's got a plan.
Goodness, you make me sound absolutely nefarious. I love it. But yes, if the Venatori can scheme, so can we.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni?
I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No. We have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
Maevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the South. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that.
All right, I'll go do that. Choose the Archon. Why do I have to choose the Archon? Troy Baker or... Is this Troy Baker? He's over here somewhere. No. This guy's Troy Baker. Wait, here's the scroll to collect. Thank you.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
City's better off.
The city will be better off with him gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable. Ron is too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe you...
No, not Troy Baker. It's the guy from Critical Role, and he plays Cowboy in Overwatch.
And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still,
Okay.
I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
And they asked for my opinion. Can you believe it?
After all that talk about people needing a voice, I'd be looking at them sideways if they didn't.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
Man, I hate politics. Yes, Matt Mercer, Chuckus. That's who that guy is with the mask. Gosh.
What do you think might happen, depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
This is not helping. At all.
If I'd known you wanted help, I wouldn't have said anything.
Quinn.
What? Opinions are cheap. Sometimes you just have to go where you go.
I have faith, Rook.
Still not helpful.
I like the guy that voices my version of Rook. There were two different voices, and I chose this guy. I'm glad I did. He does a good job. What's up, Nev?
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. Would have liked to see his face when he lost, but having him gone is good enough.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But damn it, there's no right answer. They both play the game well, and Tevinter's ready for change. But the best way to get it, who can make it happen, I wish I knew.
I'm leaning toward May. I will make my decision.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What happens after it's decided who will lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Maevaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course, for when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
Hey, there we go. Quest complete. The soul of a city. Working with the Shadow Dragons, the team thwarted a Venatori plot to crush Minrathous and uncovered crucial information about the Magisterium that paves the way for a new Tevinter Archon. You know what? They took that very well. I really thought there was going to be a little bit more of pushback from whoever I didn't choose. They're like, yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. All right. I like it.